Hello and welcome to our first QuickBooks Online tutorial. As you can see on the screen, we are TBS Norwich Limited. We have been using QuickBooks Online for quite a few years now, and we hope to share some of our knowledge with you over the upcoming tutorials. This tutorial is mainly going to focus on setting up your company on QuickBooks Online. There has been a small change in recent months. I couldn't tell you when it happened exactly because I tend to set most of my clients up using the accountant's login, which is a slightly different setup procedure. There used to be a feature which would allow you to state your industry, and QuickBooks would then set up some chart of accounts that it would think would be most useful for you. As you will see in the video, this feature does not occur anymore. As you can see, we are operating an iMac. We tend to use Firefox on the iMac to access QuickBooks Online. It just seems to work better on there than Google Chrome or on Safari. I have many clients using QuickBooks Online on Windows machines. They use Chrome or Firefox, and both seem to work equally well. Okay, with all the introduction stuff out of the way, let's get on with setting up your company on QuickBooks Online. The first place you're going to head to is the website for QuickBooks, which, as you can see, is www.quickbooks.co.uk/accounting-software. As I'm only using this file for test purposes, I'm just going to start a free trial. Click on this link here. As you can see, you've now got a few options to choose from. For the purposes of a demo, I'm going to use QuickBooks Online Plus here. This takes you to the screen where you can enter your email address, your first name and your surname, plus your mobile phone number or your landline number, which they'll use to call you if you have any security issues. I won't be putting that in right now, and as you can see, I'm using a dummy email address. And then obviously you have to come up with a password as normal for these things, 8 or more characters, one uppercase, one lowercase at least, a number and a symbol. As you can see, QuickBooks then proceeds to start the setup wizard, depending on how quick their server's running and how quick your broadband is, depends on how quick you get to the next screen. Here you can start to enter some information about your business. So first up is the chance to enter your business name, what the type of business is. Now, under this type of business, it is asking you whether you are a sole trade or a partnership, private limited company, a traded company, charity, or even a limited liability partnership. QuickBooks has standard setup for each of those possibilities. Then you are asked how long you've been in business. I think this is just information gathering on Intuit's behalf. If you are a user of QuickBooks Desktop, you then have the opportunity to actually transfer your data from QuickBooks Desktop up to QuickBooks Online. When you click Next, you come through to the next screen, which asks you what can they take off our plate. As you can see, track VAT, it can manage your CIS returns if you're in the construction industry. I'm just going to select a few of the options here just to get it on its way, and then we're going to click All Set, and we're going to be taken to our new QuickBooks Online company, all set up for us with the settings that we've chosen. As you can see, very simple menus on the left hand side there, taking you down from your dashboard, which is the screen we're looking at, through banking, invoicing, expenses, employees, reports, taxes, accounting and apps. We're going to have a quick dive into the accounting section and have a look at the chart of accounts. As you can see, a fairly generic chart of accounts has been created as a result of this being, as I say, skipping this step that used to be there where it would set up based on your industry. Quick look at the taxes tab, and you can see that you can set up VAT under payroll, set up payroll, and as you go through these processes, I'll probably do some demos of these later, but you just get to enter the various company information you have, i.e. your VAT number, etc., etc. Quick look at banking there, and as you can see, you can add bank accounts that you use. By adding the bank accounts, it will actually download your bank transactions into QuickBooks Online, and therefore you never really have to reconcile the bank again. A quick look at the customer screens and you can see you can raise invoices, enter new customers, all very straightforward, all very easy to use. Using this polish up your profile button, we can come to the company settings. So if you did make any mistakes at setup, you can pop into here, change anything you need to, or whether you've got the right subscription, whether you've chosen the right company type, etc. You will be able to change it here. Unfortunately, what won't happen is your chart of accounts won't change. There are other various options within here. You can change the content of your sales forms, you can change the emails that are used for the sales forms, whether you want to use multi-currency, so if you're trading in euros, dollars, whatever, you can change that in there, what your date format is, basically all the settings you'd expect to be able to change, very easy, straight in your company settings there. You can also get to these from the company settings cog on the top right hand side. Now, as I said, the new version of QuickBooks SetUp doesn't allow you to specify the industry. So what we're going to show you now is how to reset your company data after setting it up. This will actually keep most of the settings you've chosen, but it will get rid of your chart of accounts and allow you to set up a clean chart of accounts. So you're going to go into your web browser at the top and into the address bar, and you're going to take out everything after app / and you're going to replace that with purge company. When you do that, you'll come to this following screen. As you can see, it gives you a warning that everything will be wiped. So as I said earlier, if you have put any accounting data in, please use this at your own risk. If you're certain you haven't got any data in your accounts and you definitely want to start the settings again, then type in yes in the bottom right hand corner, click OK. As you can see, you've got a screen that says wipe company data. And the next question is, what type of business is this? If you click on this drop down and find the business type or the industry that best suits the industry you're in, and as long as that option below that says create accounts based on my industry, in brackets recommended, is selected, you will now get a chart of accounts based on that industry. I'm going to choose a general construction business, and when I click wipe data, it'll take me back to my dashboard. What you will see is that when I've gone back to my dashboard, the other options that we chose, i.e. starting CIS, payroll, tax, they all still remain. So the only thing we've actually lost is our chart of accounts that were set up for us, and if you'd entered any customers or suppliers, but again, we're doing this right at the start so that we don't lose any data like that. And now if I actually show you the new chart of accounts, you will see that we have some new accounts in there, such as construction income, subcontractor expenses, construction material costs, car and truck expenses, general insurances, etc. Just codes that are specific to the industry. Hopefully then you're not having to add lots of new codes to suit expenses that you're making. So back to the dashboard, and as you can see, there are still a few options we probably need to go through to set up to get QuickBooks running properly. But as I say, I'll deal with those in later tutorials. What I will quickly show you is where I think one of the big benefits of cloud accounting comes from, and that's the add-on apps. Some of these cost money, some cost reasonable amounts of money, some cost pennies. A couple of apps that I would point out as being very useful are Entryless, the Excel Transactions Importer and Deleter by Sasant, and also LivePlan. So that's pretty much it for setting up your company on QuickBooks Online for the first time. Obviously, we've shown you a few of the features very briefly, just showing you what it can do. What we will do in future tutorials is show you how you actually do those things. So that's it from us for now, and we'll see you in the next tutorials. If there's anything you'd like to be added into future tutorials, anything you'd like discussed or covered, then please add it in the comments below. Or send us a tweet or a Facebook message. We look forward to hearing from you. See you soon.